Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I hope that you are doing well. I am doing okay. We just need to do a little bit of a camera adjustment, and we're going to go ahead and get into crafting today. I hope that you're having a great weekend. I am doing okay so far. It is just the beginning of Friday. Good morning, Heather. I hope you're doing great. And we're going to start. I went back and forth with myself on whether what we're going to do today because sometimes I find that I'm in my head too much. And I got to remember that the channel is for myself to share with you all, not for you to kind of like dictate what I do. If that makes any sense. I know some people create channels just to have an audience, but I really created a channel so I could try to do crafty stuff. And then the audience came. So I'm excited to have you all, hang out with me and stuff like that. But I also want to stay true to what I like to do and still create good content, if that makes any sense. So I want to talk to you about our junk journal that we started 2 weeks ago now. We will still work on that. We're going to work on that today, but we're going to work on us making things to go in, and then next week we'll marry everything up. So I did go online, and let's just say that my printer was being very mean to me. So it's a butterfly junk journal theme. This background is from pixel.com. Pixels, Pixel S, or either pixel.com. And the images are free. You can do whatever you want to do with them. I plan on just making a junk journal and either keeping it or giving it away. And then I just found some butterflies. And whenever I want clip art or clear images, I type in the coloring paper. So like say if you want a butterfly that's so type in butterfly coloring and you can just print it out if it's free. If not, and you don't plan on using it for anything else, that's up to you to decide. I do have some stamps. We're going to be doing some stamping coloring and then we're going to work on it. So thank you. So what I did is I went onto the computer, found the image, went to Microsoft Word, put the image on here, and I tried to make the image a little bit different. And I thought my printer printed front to back. Maybe I don't have the other side open that it can slide through and go back. So I don't know. And then I put this, it's not supposed to have borders. So I fought with that. I did it twice. The first time I just printed because I was, oh yeah, the last time I did no borders, but no, 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 no. Second time I did it, it had borders. So then I went in and I was messing around and the images were cutting off the butterflies. As you can see, like right here, it is cut off. So it was cutting off. So I have to go back in and mess around with it. So we have these papers and then I wanted them to be front and back, but then I was like, you know what? No, you really don't want, I mean, this is kind of lame in my opinion, this to be front and back. So what I'll do next time when I finish, because I'm just going on the computer and finding images that I like. And then I am creating my own kit or package or whatever. So it'll be like that. And then we'll have some big butterflies that we'll cut out and color. But for today, we're going to do a few projects. I want to try something a little bit out of my normal comfort zone. I was going through a box of stuff because, you have random boxes of junk that you have. And this is a Dynamics die. And I think I want to try this because I bought a D-Stash recently. And it has this cute little hot air balloon. Another thing that I'm into, I don't want to ride on hot air balloons, but I like stamping and coloring. And I have well, you may not know, but I have a cloud punch. So I thought that if we put this in the background some kind of way, I didn't do any research. This looks like a cloud to me. We could die cut this out because I think it cuts out in an A2 size thing. And I'm going to just run it through a few times and we're going to paper piece it. So it says sun rays. And I thought that would be really, really cool to do. I hope you're having a good day, everyone that's hanging out with us today. Tell me, Heather, how do you store your dies? Because this packaging, I wanted to keep all my stuff on the packaging, but I find that if I just get a book and put all the things in the book, it's so much easier. But the thing is, then you lose the packaging. So I probably will go. I'll show you real quick. This is a sidebar. I bought a few of these, about four, five of these. No, not five, like four, because I was like, okay, I think this will be enough. Because I already have some bootleg, um, unbranded, I shouldn't say bootleg, unbranded dyes. Some of them are, knockoffs. Good morning, Chocolate City Sim, and good morning, Samara. I hope you're doing great. So back in the, I have another one that I haven't did, but what I did was I bought, if you know, at the Dollar Tree they used to sell these little magnetic strips. They're at 9 by 11, and I had cut them all down to slide into a plastic sheet protector. And then I just heard a noise. I shouldn't hear noise. Give me 1 second, please. I don't know. I just heard a noise. Um, a little bit alarming, but okay. So, and then I had put them on there, and that's how I was doing it. But the thing got so heavy, and I was like, I don't really like this. And then the pandemic happened, and then I couldn't find them anymore. So, what I thought I would do, see, I have a problem with flower dyes, as you can see. I want to make some flower dyes, not today, because that's a whole different world. But what I think I can do with these when I put the other ones down is that this magnetic strip is super duper strong. And I can buy these and get the folder, and then I could just put the label in, or I could have it like tab one and a little sheet, a reference sheet that says what each one is. And I think it'll be a lot easier for me versus how I've been doing it, because I do have a crazy sorter person that lives inside of my head who likes things to be sorted and adjusted. The only problem is this is purple, and I'm not a big purple person. I would much prefer if it was like a blue color or green, because those are my colors. So, yeah, I thought we could try this first, work on this first, because I just want to do something a little bit out of my normal comfort zone. I've never used this dye, but I thought it'd be really nice, because at one point I was like, yes, I'm going to do this. And she never did. I think I told y'all this before. The one thing I wish for these machines, the folder die cutters, the ones that's not normal Sizzix or whatever, is that these things were a little bit more easier. You see, it's all warped. And if you use a warped sheet of paper, it's going to warp your die. Trust me. As Heather said the other day, ask me how I know. So I'm going to use this 6x6 situation. I had told you the price of this was $3 last year before, I think it was last year. I wish I was organized, Samara. I'm trying to get there, I promise. I'm working on it day by day, because it's, sometimes having this unorganized stuff can be very stressing, especially when you can't find your junk. So this is no longer $3. It's like 5, and you don't need to go to the um what is that store called? You can get this cheaper. You can get this pack of, even though it's really good sheets of paper. It's 100 sheets, 6x6. The papers are not really 6x6. They're a little bit off, but you can get them cheaper than $5, like at Hobby Lobby when they're on sale or whatever. If you are looking to do that, or you could get it from Dollar General for the $5. They were $3 and something cents, and then I don't know if something happened. I do know that they have a new store coming here to where I live in Texas. So I just put it like that, and we're going to just roll this thing through. Now the problem is we need to roll maybe 3 or 4 of them. Ooh, because I want orange and yellow rays. So I'm into this thing right now. Excuse the camera shaking. Where I want to layer things, which is not normally my normal craft situation, but you know, sometimes we change and sometimes we find other ways to do things that are a little bit easier for us. And so we got this, and this is how it looks. So now we're going to do another yellow sheet of paper because I'm thinking that we could probably just get away with that. This reminds me of a flag. I'm not sure why. But if we did this in this color or if we did orange in this color, that would be really nice. And I have a stamp that says Hello Sunshine or something like that. So that'd be really cool. We got a lot of stuff to do today. So y'all just get your coffee, tea, whatever you drink, and sit back and relax. So we're gonna keep our scraps from this die because we may actually paper piece in, which I don't really care to paper piece, but we may paper piece in. So we're gonna get a orange, and I think we'll just do two. We'll do two. We'll do orange and yellow because it's not a rainbow. Because I was gonna have blue, purple, green, all them colors, but we don't really need all that. Okay. And I was doing some crafting last night, and I made that book. I'm not sure if you saw the video this morning or not for the collaboration I'm in, the 13 Days of Spooky. I thought it was the 12 months of Spooky. I thought it was Halloween for some reason. I don't know. And then I went to upload it. I had a bowl of cereal this morning, so if you think I'm talking really fast or extra hype, I had Frosted Flakes, and Tony the Tiger, they're great. So yeah, let's go ahead and roll this through. And I talked to the big roommate this morning for a little while. So this week, I would say has not been, how we tend to have like crappy days, weeks, or whatever. And most of the time, when I have a bad day, I kind of just go through it because you can't stop the day, right? Thank you. You just go through it. Oh dear, I didn't knock something over. And you kind of just deal with it. But I had to take the car because some random, wonderful, productive citizen of society hit my car, didn't leave a note, which I don't expect for people to do that. Only old people do that. People that respect other people's property does that. You don't have to be old to respect property, but for the most part, the kid that has their mom's car and don't want to get in trouble, they're probably not going to share their parents' information um, unless their parents like do this. But nonetheless, I had to take the car in, and at first I got a quote for $208, which I was upset and happy about because my deductible is $500, right? Mm-mm. I got another quote, and my agent that's dealing with the car is like, it's $1,800. Even though I have a deductible, it still hurt my feelings to see that amount because you know what I could do? I could have did with that other $200. Really, I could have got so much paper. Good morning, Bear Crafty. Hope you're doing well. So if you're into keeping paper, you could cut this paper into a specific size and you can make a large Polaroid and put a quote at the bottom and some stuff like that. We're going to do that. I have some dies like that. I do find myself doing a lot of die cutting with you all, which is quite absurd considering my opposition to die cutting. Yes. Well, thank you. Thank you. Now we're going to stamp this thing out. And I have been thinking about, oh, no, no, no. Yeah, we'll stamp and then color. So I have a few things I want to color because our next project is going to be, of course, sea themed. Of course. But I don't I don't actively buy stamps that I don't normally play around with. So whenever people have like cool D stashes, I'm all about a good D stash for a good price. And when one slaps you in your face and says, "Hey, buy me." Yeah. Yeah, it would be cool. A Polaroid, you can put it in the background and you can actually create a scene or you can slide a real picture in. in there. Yep, it is a great week. Great week. I knocked some stuff over, but that's okay. I mean, I shouldn't have left it sitting there. A lot of times, have you ever, if you have a significant other, right, and something happens with one of your kids or maybe the dog or the cat or whatever, and you're the person that's responsible for that situation that it has occurred on, do they ever say, "Well, what were you doing? Where were you at when he fell down the stairs?" Really? Really? I think we got two cars going here and two going here. You said no? No, Heather? Yeah, that has happened to me. Because I have a boy, and apparently, little boys, although I think girls are just as mischievous, but little boys seem to have nonstop curiosity. I'm going to go ahead and cut this down. I did use, oh, yeah. So, like, my son did something one time. I was in the bathroom, and it literally takes me less than 5 minutes to go potty, right? So, five and a half, 4 1/4. And if you have this first little thing is the 1/4 inch, which would be nice if they just put the numbers on. And that's why I like the We Are Memory Keepers one. We're just gonna go ahead and cut this up. Yeah. So my son has done a few random silly things. The one thing, I told y'all he hurt his back a couple of weeks ago now, a month ago or so. He was trying to stand up on something and slip, trying to sneak and get something is the thing. Um, and currently I am practicing giving him a little bit more freedom and independence, but my son is going to get all of that revoked real soon. Excuse the glare. I need to get like a filter over my light. But then I was like, why is it on this side and the light on the actual video camera is there? So I'm going to look into getting the filter. I don't know why I always like go to the side, but with this one you can go wherever you want because these magnets are pretty good. And I don't want to brag about the company because I'm not getting paid to say anything good or bad about the company. But I do tend to like this company a lot more than other companies that sell some of the similar products. Um, I think their customer service is out of this world. So we're gonna go right here. Now this would have been very good if I had. I think. Oh, here we go with this fussy cutting. I think I'm gonna fussy cut this out just one time. Just one time. We haven't stamped in a while because the way the camera is set up, if I press down too hard, it will shake. So we don't like that shaking stuff at all. So since I'm gonna I'll stamp out the three and then we'll create cards for that. And then I'll stamp it and fussy cut out that thing. So you see, I don't like, and I think a lot of crafters are like this, and I'm not sure if the craft company hasn't got the hint yet. I don't like pre-filled in stamp areas because what are you gonna do? If it's already pre-filled in, why? Right? So like this has those little rays, and we could have color stamped this with any other color. I was told, and I have tried it from Poise Spice here on YouTube, do something like that in a gray color, which is good because you can color over gray fairly decently, and it's not a big deal. All right, let's see. Have you all been watching any of those creativation videos lately? This is nice. I like it. So it's just a few spots that need some more ink on it, and we're gonna do that. So bottom, cloud. If you continuously like over ink your already area, sometimes it could have a bad effect on it. It could look really dark, and you may not want it to be extra dark. Okay. All right, we're just gonna leave that alone because we'll color over that anyway. And let's move on to our next one. So in order to remember where I put, I thought I put it at the 6. We'll see. Maybe not. I thought I put it at the 6. That's the only bad part about these stamp positioners. You gotta have a better memory than I do to make them work out for you. I'll slide it down just a little bit. So maybe I had it at the very bottom. So maybe one, yeah. So anyone have any plans for the weekend? I haven't been watching any myself. I I'm catching up on excuse me. Excuse me. I'm catching up on my collaboration videos right now, and because I don't want the people in the collaborations I'm a part of to think that I'm just doing it for the clicks. I really enjoy watching the videos, and I don't like to speed through the collaboration videos. I know some people do that, and it's fine. Um, but I want to watch everything that you tell me that you've done to your project. I hope that makes sense. Like I really want to enjoy it, so I don't speed through. I saw one video that popped up into my feed, but I didn't watch it because I really don't care for creativation videos because I'm like, okay, I can't get the product. But I usually only in the past I would only watch the Tim Holtz ones and the Scan and Cut ones and Prima. But then I was going through some of my things Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. And I was like, you know what? You don't need to buy now nutter flour. Because if you think about it, Prima, which not poo pooing, they have great flowers, but you can make them yourself. I've watched a faux Prima. See, this is what I'm talking about if you stamp on it too much. So this may have an issue right here on this stamp. So I'll make sure I pay better attention to it. But I really don't care for super dark images because the ink and stuff like that. So it's at 1. Okay. I have a few plans that I want to do this weekend. I They're all domestic plans though, which is crazy. I want to go through one of my drawers. I did before and I just was like, no, not today. Not today. But I want to try to get rid of some clothes. And like if you are thin and you've been thin all your life, you'd have never noticed that you have to get more clothes. But I was thin and then I got uh, larger than what I was. And so my goal is to not get where I was, but to lose some of the ice cream weight, the drive through weight that I've been doing the last couple of years. I also don't want to keep a bunch of the clothes that I've been using and having. Because when I think about it, I wear you pretty much, unless you're into fashion, you pretty much wear a lot of the same stuff over and over again. Yeah. So if you go to YouTube, they have a few ladies have created faux prima flowers, but all you need is a paper punch, some glitter, and some weird color paper, and you're good to go. Yep, I paid attention and still was like, no. And we're gonna probably do some layering in there. Yeah, yeah. I'm okay with my. I'm okay with me. Like, I don't look in the mirror and be like, "Oh, you disgust me. What's your problem?" But my knees are like, "Girl, please don't eat no more ice cream." So I want to lose some poundage for health reasons more so than anything else. I still don't plan on running no marathon or nothing like that. Maybe walking, like in October, walk for the cure or something like that. Stamp out diabetes, things like that, because you don't have to run. But one thing I really wanted to do back in the day is they have these color races when you run through different things. You start off with like a white shirt on, and by the end you've been splashed with all the different colors of the rainbow. So I really want to try that. I think that'd be fun for my son and I to do. All right. So I don't even know why I'm excited about getting these. I do want to get the flowers, the clouds, but we're gonna fussy cut this out. Don't tell Samara I said that, y'all. She'll get on me. She will get on me. And she will remind me that I don't like fussy cutting. But she'll say, "See, I told you you like fussy cutting." Which I really don't care for fussy cutting. Yeah, it's a color run. I don't know the name of it. They have different names for them here locally. And I haven't seen them advertised in a while, but normally uh they'll have them. What does it say? Some people. We may be able to get away with this one. It says greeting, so we'll see. That's one of my favorite terms to use anyway. All right, so let's go ahead and pull out a sheet of paper. I want to color first, and then we'll cut. But if you like to fussy cut and then color, you definitely can do that as well. I don't know. I have found myself doing a lot of fussy cutting. I fussy cut last night. I was like, really? What's going on? So I'm just going to pull out some blue markers because she, meaning me, does not have a thingamabob, a chart for these markers. So I do a test every time just to see because something's not clicking right with me apparently. It's got brown. Anyone have any colors that would like to see this hot air balloon before I start coloring it? So I had told you the reason why I don't like to color at this current setup is the desk shakes. And it bothers me. It may not bother you, but it does bother me a lot that the desk shakes. Blue, okay. Blue is always on the menu. Tell us something new about blue. You want to hear something new? So I'm going to try this orange and brown to see how it comes out. I should have did orange and yellow, but I'm a daredevil. Oh, not pink. Okay, got it. Because I'm not a pinky person anyway. I think this will be fine. Normally, you're going with the dark color. I mean, the light color, then the darker one, and then the lighter one, I think. I haven't colored in so long, I couldn't even truly verify that statement. Yeah, I think it's light, dark, then light again. Not pink. Okay. So blue, but not pink. I know you can't tell a color, but you can definitely see the orange peeking out. I have to make my kindness card videos too, so let's bring this up. So you can definitely see that it's not all brown and that orange is a little bit peeking through, which is fine. Fine by me. We're gonna go with this light blue. It's called water blue, which is great. It's not light enough, of course. These are some markers that I got from Ross. So if you're interested in dabbling in the colors and you don't want to spend a bunch of money on Copic or whatever colors that you markers that you may be thinking about purchasing, I do recommend buying the less expensive ones. Of course, the color may not be as great as it would be for the more expensive ones, but you can try it out and then um, as you need to change your colors. I think this fits in here, but not with my hands, not today. Um, so if you have a red that you really like, and once you finish that red, you can find it in the more expensive one, the Copics, or whatever color that you use. And then over time you'll build it up. I know that during the winter, the Christmas time, not winter, Christmas time, they do tend to have sales at some of the places for Copic markers and such. So you can definitely get them then. I know Hobby Lobby had a sale a couple of years ago. They were getting rid of their Copics for $1.99, I believe. And Michael's got rid of some of theirs. I can't remember the price because I didn't see them. The Michaels where I live, they keep all of their more expensive colors and markers locked up. And since I have a lot of markers, I don't tend to go looking for expensive markers. I usually just let these dry out and move on to the other ones. But I tend to do a variant of mixing and matching, so they don't seem to dry. Good morning, macaroni and cheese. How are you today? Hopefully well. Just coloring, ma'am, and talking trash, kinda. So I'm thinking we're gonna do blue and yellow or blue and red. I think that would be good. Right? Or orange. No, we're not gonna use orange. You know, let's just go with green because why not? Green is so amazing. Right. So I'm not sure if you all watched I know some of you didn't watch it, but we discussed it because I think I was streaming. I was live that day, and they had HSN had their craft event going on. Words are eluding me apparently, but I got some of the things that I ordered in the mail. I haven't opened it yet. When I was younger, I used to be quick to open all the mail, and now I'm kind of like, oh, I got it last week. I'll check it tomorrow. I'll open it tomorrow because you don't really want to go to the mailbox and get your bills. This is how I feel, but I was very good. I didn't go like super crazy. Like back in the day when I had no restraint, had no restraint. It is enabling Friday though, so we'll see what Heather can enable us to purchase. But I got a few things that I thought would be really cool. I didn't want to get the blue and yellow. I know, right? Because I want to use this and I want to put one of these on top of here. So what I'm going to do when I fussy cut this out, I'm going to put these clouds on the edges, and I didn't want the yellow to come through. I didn't want the yellow to be on both, so I decided to do that way. Troll away, troll away. Tomorrow is going, or Sunday. I'm going to redeem all the redeems. Maybe. We'll see. I want to take my little guy somewhere this weekend. I looked online for some tickets to the botanical gardens. And even though it's the botanical gardens, I think I'll get more enjoyment out of it than he would. So I have to, really think about that situation. Lately, I've been having a difficult time remembering to get the sentiments and such. I foolishly forgot to bring my small blocks. And then I was watching someone's video. See, I knew that was going to happen. I was watching someone's video and they were naming the size of the blocks for the stamps. And I was like, say what now? They was like, oh yeah, that's an A block, blah, 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 blah. I was like, wow, my craft nerdiness is not anywhere near where it needs to be. So I'm not sure if you all have been to Heather's channel, 907 Crafty Life, but she uses the Copic markers. Not, I don't think it matters what marker she uses, but she colors these really pretty images, and I'm always like, ooh, that is nice. I love that. I love watching people color their created stuff. So I enjoy coloring. It's very soothing. And with a week of crap, you might as well get a good color job in. So we got this, we're gonna do these, and then I have another project that we're gonna work on, and then we're gonna go back to our butterflies because the butterflies is stamping and die cutting and getting things ready. Yes, Stampin' Up does have their blocks, but I think the image, they also other people have blocks. So I'm not sure if it was Stampin' Up, but whoever the lady was, she's like, "Oh yeah, that's an A block. That's a whatever block." I was like, "Ma'am, really?" We're gonna have to work on my eye perception of this thing because it's not working. I probably can't see that good or cut that good. You know what? I don't even know anything about blocks. Hello, sir. How are you doing today? Thank you for popping in. Just doing some paper cutting and chatting, trying to influence everybody to spend their money. We're gonna cut these little wings off because she not about to try and do all that. No, no, no. So if you are very crafty and feel like it, you see right here where this string is. If you wanted to, you could cut this off, the bottom basket portion and all of this, since it has that little ray on the side, and you could take a string and put that on there. Will you ever see me do that with something this small? No, not at all. But maybe for a larger one. I made a hot air balloon a couple of years ago out of those lamps that they have, those party lamps that they have at the Dollar Tree, and an ice cream cup and some straws. Yeah, lots of gamers in here today. Lots of gamers. It's very cool that they've come over here to watch me cut paper and give me some support. That's nice. I'm still gonna harass them though. Yeah, I gotta start working on that hat. So let me get back to me being totally angered by this crazy week. Every day we wake up and we say, "Oh, it's going to be a great day." At least that's how I imagine it, right? Everybody's like, "Yep, today's going to be a good day." You put your feet down off the side of your bed or have you get out your bed. Some people turn into bats and just fly to their machines or whatever. However you feel, you float. However you get there, you turn on your coffee pot. Other people do other things to get um, their bodies functioning. I need to color this in. Oh, come on. For the love of Pete. Did you say what? What'd you say, Liz? I got a fussy cut. I'm not understanding what you're saying at all. I didn't fussy cut it and die cut it today. All of my least favorite craft things. I think one of my favorite things now is burning foam on the iron. Like, that is nice. Okay. So I'm just going to I'm just going over this little line that's right here because I was gonna fussy cut this cloud out, but we're not doing that right now. Okay. I mean, if we need to, we can make some more clouds. We just get some blue paper and make it. Ma'ams, really? See, y'all know the story. I broke a machine back in the day from die cutting too much. And I won't say the name of the company. We were having good conversation about trying to fix that roller piece that broke, the cog that broke, and then they just stopped talking to me. So I didn't boycott them or anything, or try to say they're a crappy company, anything like that. I just felt like their customer service um, lost a customer. I only buy from that company now if they have a sale, and I don't buy directly from them. So, and the other company, I just, the one that I have a lot of products with, the purple company, I should say, they have excellent customer service. And if I'm spending my dollars, no matter if it's $1 or $100, I need to be respected. That's not a negotiable thing. So that was one of the reasons why I stopped die cutting so much. And then I was die cutting and I wasn't even using the dies because I didn't know what the heck to do with them. And over time, I've learned how to use them a little bit better. That's one of the reasons why I don't like to die cut. Fussy cut, I just think is annoying. If we're being 100% honest with the whole situation, fussy cut is a waste of time when you could just chop the paper or use your scanning cut. And I think that's why I'm so pro scanning cut, because I can use my scanning cut and get the same results. So we're going to try to use this little piece of paper and see if it will fit on here. And it does not. Okay. That card I just pulled out, that card base is 4 inches by 5 by 5. So it was not going to fit. And I was just hoping that it would have fit. But wishful thinking is sometimes just that, wishful thinking. Yeah, I don't like die cutting because of that. I don't want to break my machines. But you got to get over that. I remember speaking of creativation, Heather, one day I was watching Tim Holtz and on one of his streams, and he's like, uh, if you don't want to see cracks and dents in your stuff, it's going to happen because that's what you're cutting into the thing. Like he was saying about people that don't want to bend or break their cutting plates. He was like, if it's scratched up, that's what it's for. You're using it. And I was like, good job, Mr. Holtz. Good job. Tell us. Tell us what we're supposed to be doing properly, sir. All right. Apparently, I'm so prepared that I can't find my thingamabob. So we're just gonna make a card base because that's what crafters do. We're gonna use this cream color. Pull out your scoreboard. I'm gonna cut this in half. I think I'm gonna do a top fold. You know what? I have broken two. I won't name the company, but I've broke two plates like that. Again, I expect to destroy a few of my products because if I do something wrong, like if I put too much weight on the plates or whatever, I'm okay with that. But I don't know. Customer service is a big deal to me. I was in customer service when I had a job, and it's important, you know, regardless if you even if I don't believe the customer's always right. And if you tell me that I'm wrong, okay, I'm wrong. But don't be rude about it, and don't be like, oh, you should have read the fine print, or et cetera, et cetera. Because who reads the fine print on some stuff, right? No, ma'am. Mm-mm. It was tragic when it happened to me. I was like, no. All right. We're gonna make this top flip. Yeah, we're gonna make this top flip because I rarely do top flips. 4 1/4. Just gonna crease it. This is not gonna work out the way I thought it was gonna work. Still, I did it wrong. That's okay. I don't mind die cutting, but back in the day, I used to die cut for hours on end, and now I don't. So here's our card base, and I don't want to do it that way. I want it to flip from the top. Actually, that's fine. We already cut this thing. Yeah. So it's one thing to be wrong, and it's another thing to be told that you blah 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 whatever. Right. I can handle that. I just need you to be more mindful and respectful of how you're telling me that I did something wrong. Yeah, see, and even with that, I wasn't cutting too much. I think I just overstressed it because I was cutting too much at a period of time. Like I went through so many sheets of paper. I had die cut like almost everything that I have ever purchased. I had die cut it because I had did a swap, 100 die cut swap, and 100 die cuts. So, and they were like, "Oh yeah," but I think that's one of the machines. I think that's the fault of the machinery because they've since changed their machines. So we're going to take out another sheet of paper. So this is going to be our card base. And what we're going to do is we're going to get the orange color and we're going to glue the orange color on top so we don't have to paper piece these in. I did save these for that reason. Uh, let's see. So right here. Yeah, we might do that. But I feel like I still need a blank paper. Yes, that is exactly what happened, Liz. I was trying to show it who was the boss, and that's what happened. So this is 5 and a quarter. I'm just gonna get a sheet of paper for. Let's see if this will work. This is the part that I do not care much for, the paper piecing of die cut. So this should fit. Yep, it fits. Good, good, good. Betsy, she bit the dust. I only had two machines at that time too, and I was not in Texas, so it was like, okay. And I'm not sure how y'all feel about breaking something that you own. I felt bad. I was like, "Oh, do I know what I'm doing?" Like, I feel like if you break a machine that you're supposed to be a crafter or, say if you're an artist and you break your paintbrush by just doing gentle strokes, should you be painting? That's how I felt. I'm not saying it now, but that's how I felt at the time. Oh, come on, fingers. Stop with the shakes. All right. So if you have a Xyron, which I need to bust mine out because it'll be easier to do. Okay. So we're going to do this. And remember, I told you back in the day, whenever you do any type of layer work, you want to do all your layer work before you put it on top of the card. Because once you put it on top of the card, you're kind of stuck, right? So if you make mistakes now, you can fix that. And no, we don't have enough room. I was gonna say we probably have enough room to use both sides of this paper, but we don't. All right, so now let's do the painstaking paper piecing stuff. Yeah. Uh, Liz, I know you're not talking about manhandling no supplies. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, madam. Oh, okay. I think we'll do the larger pieces first because my nerves, right? Everything I love. You know, you do it for the art, not the kids. You do it for the art and not the kids. All right. So that's why I'm doing the small pieces last, Samara, because she don't want to do that. Yeah. I could always stop and just color. I mean, y'all let me know if you want to talk trash. I think, yeah, we'll have to cut that one though. I don't have a greeting. I don't have a sentiment. I think I need to find a good sentiment. You see, my gamer friends not giving me trash. They're just like, oh, she gluing some paper on top of the paper. My crafty friends, on the other hand, they like, I thought you said you don't like paper piecing, but look, you're doing it. I'm gonna get y'all. So anyway, it's Friday. What do y'all have planned to do? What do I have planned to do? I am going to get me a turkey burger today, I believe. I tried to get one. Was it yesterday? Yes, it was yesterday. So I go to the place to get a turkey burger. It's two school buses, not the big school buses, the little school buses. Ooh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Um, so I didn't go. Yeah, no one wants a ticket, even if you probably know the code and you could fight it and et cetera, et cetera. They're probably like, you know better. You know better, Miss Crafty Life. You know better, right? Um, so I didn't get the turkey burger because I was not about to stand in line behind 20 giggling high school girls. Not when I'm not in high school, right? And then I uh I ended up just getting random junk from Wendy's. The little girl at the window was nice, but the food was not. I'm gonna go ahead and glue in this hole versus the thing because I don't want to have to fight. With art glitter glue, you got to be a little bit fast. So if not, it'll dry up on you. Anyone been to the Dollar Tree lately? I haven't. I don't think I've been to Dollar Tree this whole week. That is a quarter makes a big difference, don't it? Let's see. Is it the right one? Nope. It's this one. Thank you. I don't have any foam tape anymore, so I think I'm gonna cut a piece of foam and glue it down. Yeah, I don't have any foam tape with me, I should say. Are you talking about the Dollar Tree situation? That is a first as well. Not going to the Dollar Tree. I only really go if I need something, and I really don't need anything from the Dollar Tree unless somebody say, "Hey, they have nautical stuff." Very crafty. And so now I'm just burnishing this down from the other side so I don't rub anything off. And I want to make sure that the glue is all adhered and it's flat and smooth. I probably will paper piece the yellow and orange background off camera. I want to try and get a few things accomplished today. You know what? Yes. Because, I was thinking this about the things. When you normally buy something for, so full disclosure, I do have a little bit of educational knowledge about money, right? I have a, I went to school for business because I am going to be, I want to own my own business. So I was like, yes, this will be very good. The steps. So what I'm doing now is just cutting off this edge because no one needs to know that we had a cheat sheet, right? They'll still know because she can't get that close. And I don't want to cut any other stuff off like I just did. Uh-huh. See? And we're gonna do this side a little bit. So I always look at if you're buying from the Dollar Tree, let's be honest, a lot of that crap is cheap crap. Cheaper crap than normal cheap crap, right? Um, so if you're buying from the Dollar Tree and you're buying whatever you're getting for a dollar, so it's quarter piece, right? You can for a quarter piece. That's one thing. Yeah, that looks nice. And we could have just put Hello Sunshine and that would have been fine. I think we're gonna use some tape though, because um this is thin and this is semi-thin, so we don't want it to bow up. And I don't feel like using that other glue. So I'll just do some strips. I should have I'm not prepared as y'all can tell. I should have got my larger tape, but I didn't. Um, because if something is a dollar, it's a dollar eight. Here where I live, it's a dollar eight, right? So a dollar and a quarter is a dollar 37, I believe. And even though a dollar and 37 cents isn't much, if you're only getting three items for a dollar 37, it's a bit much. And normally, if you go to Dollar Tree and you're buying craft stuff, you normally don't just buy one thing of stickers. You buy two or three. And back in the day, you can get 5 packs of stickers for $5. Now you get 4 packs for five and some change. All right, so a good way to not jack up your project is to measure it properly. Wondering Dreamer 555 sent me a measuring thing. a long time ago. It's still in the box. It's still not out the box yet. All right, so there you go. Now I can just peel these rest of these tapes off. No problem. Burnish it down some with your hand or a tool. Let that glue on that adhesive touch match up. And now, where is our thing? So I'm gonna put this right here. I lost a cloud. Of course. Of course. That's okay. I'm gonna cut this off right there. Because I don't want the balloon to be too close to the cloud, to the sun. I think because you get more from the Dollar Tree for $20. You get a variety, you get to pick. I always try to find the Happy Planner stickers on sale, and I don't plan. I'm using it for other reasons. So if you have some foam readily available and you want to give your project some depth, you can definitely use that on the back of this, like glue it down and put it. But apparently, I am prone to making flowers with my phone now, so I don't have it. Okay. I did put some tacky glue versus the um, this glue, the quick drying glue, because with tacky glue you have a little bit more wiggle room to adjust if you need to adjust. I need my cloud that we lost though, because I need another cloud. I don't need it. I want it. I have to have it, right? Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Okay. I think we'll do, I'll put this cloud down at the bottom. This balloon is too high up. We're putting clouds at the bottom, but that's okay. Or maybe we could do it in the corner. Let's try. Yeah, let's do this corner. Um, I'm not sure if you go to Ross a lot, but they had some Happy Planner stuff at Ross like 2 weeks ago. I was playing around in the Scan and Cut Design Canvas workspace yesterday. So stand, be on the lookout. All right, so we did take this thing apart, like for real, and this is what we got. I love it. I think it's great. You can put, you're my ray of sunshine or something like that. You can do a small little greeting thing right here. You could also put like an announcement, some tickets saying we're going to go on a trip or we're going to do that. Very fun. We won't be coloring that. I did pull out one of my favorite images, but I'm thinking we probably won't get a chance to finish her up today because she got a lot of hair, right? She's massive in the beauty department. So all we're going to do is probably So our next book is going to be a sea theme book, but not a lot of mermaids like last time as I pull out this mermaid thing. But we need to put her on the page. We need to put her on the page. All right. Look, she on her shell phone. Y'all see that? She ordering avocado pizza. I don't know, anchovy. And so normally I just pick a few colors. So her hair is going to be a few colors, and her tail is probably going to be blue and green and purple, or purple, blue, and another color. Maybe a uglier color. Um, than we would normally make her, just because why not? And her hair can't be like brown or whatever. So we're going to do a little bit of coloring, and then we're going to get back into our butterfly junk journal project. And so this is a lot of detail work, and that's why we won't spend a lot of time on it. Liz, I can't, just send me a message. I think I may have this um, somewhere. She is from a book. If you go to Five and Below, they have those little coloring books. That's what she's from. She is from the Mermaids and More, I think. I've colored a picture of her before, uh, I think, on camera, and then I'm not sure if I remember I did that 100. Is it 100 days of coloring? 100 something of coloring. I have to see if I have her digitally. Um, that's too dark, and I don't have all of my markers over here, so I'm only limited to 36 colors that I have. And that won't work. Okay, so what we're gonna do, put those to the side. And it's not going to be uniformed. It's just going to be out. Now, normally I'll go on my little rant about mermaids, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But today we're just coloring. Just coloring. Tomorrow I start my crochet project, which, whew, I'm not looking forward to doing it, but I'm looking forward to completing it because I want it to be like a king size bed, king or queen size bed covering. It's just gonna be single crochet, no, double crochet, but no fancy patterns. I pulled out my stitch markers, that's what they're called, stitch markers, to finish the project. And I think I should be finished with it by December if I give it 3 hours. So if I give it 3 to 5 hours a week, nonstop, just crocheting, 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 I should be able to get it done. I've pulled out all the colors already. It's gonna be it's the ugly uncle blanket I told y'all about. And the reason I call it an ugly uncle is just brown and green. I wanted it to be a tree, but then I decided just to let it run the whole entire skein of yarn out and then go from there. So when we finish her, we're gonna take our either fingernail polish or some glitter, some loose glitter. Yeah, I said that too. Today is the day of the things I don't, right? But I will not finish her on camera. So I have to post a picture in the Facebook group maybe. Let's see. Also, I told you a while back, I am aware that I did not post the color thing for May because I put the cards down and I need to document my cards like I did one today. So I think I'm up to like 12, no, 10, 13, 14. 15 or 16 cards that I've done our 300 card challenge, but I want to win. I don't get anything since I'm hosting it, but I just want to win. I want to beat y'all, whoever's participating. That sounds so bad, but it's the competitive side of crafting, right? I am busting. Well, we'll see. I may have to go to the Dollar Tree 99-cent store and get some. I used to buy glitter fingernail polish and paint the things because I don't like loose glitter. Um, Loose glitter scares me. My eyes are like attracted to loose glitter. So that's the only thing. So we're just doing a little bit of detailing right now. And detailing means just coloring in these small little pieces. I think Berry Crafting likes loose glitter though, but she does a lot of beautiful loose glitter stuff. I'm not opposed to loose glitter, just not in my craft projects. When other people do it, I'm like, oh, that's nice. Very, very nice. Uh, okay. So all we're gonna do is her fin today or her tail. You'll be a tail, ma'am, not a fin. It's this kid's book about a fish that has like a lot of beautiful, glittery scales. And I can't remember his name right now, but everybody wants him to give them a scale. And he's like, no, I'm not going to give you my scale. And then nobody would play with him. The book is supposed to be about sharing and making friends. And eventually he gives the nobody talks to him or plays with him because he's just really mean to him when he says, no, you can't have my scales or whatever. And eventually, he goes and talks to like the wise clam or something in the book. I can't remember all the details. It's a kid's book. I've read it 1,000 times too, but I just can't remember the details today. Um, and the the clam says, if you share people, if you stop being mean and share your scales, you'll have more than what you think you need or whatever. And he shares because it's a kid's book. He shares it, and then he has lots and lots of friends. On the cover, it shows the sparkly glitter of the tail of the fish's body. It's the whole fish body. And then, over time, at the end, he's like, he gave all of them away, and he felt so good about himself. I think sometimes, we hold on to too much junk and we don't feel good. And the minute we start releasing some of that junk, we feel better. Maybe it's not a kid's book after all. Maybe it's for old people to realize they need to get rid of some of the hoard. I'm just checking to make sure I can't double down on a few of these. Okay. So we'll probably have 4 colors because I need one more color to break up these other things. Maybe 5. I am putting a not so attractive green color in because she is a mermaid. And mermaids, you know, you know the theory. You know the theory. So I'm gonna get a turkey burger today, and I'm gonna enjoy it so much. I think I might not even leave the house. I always say that. I'm like, I'm gonna go and do this. I'm like, I'm just gonna stay home. That fits better than dealing with these crazy drivers cutting you off. But I would like a slush from Sonic right now. So gotta see. I probably could just go in there and chop up some strawberries or whatever and make my own. But why do that? It's supposed to snow. What? Snow? Like snow. The white little things that fall out the sky. I mean, I know what snow is, but I'm just verifying for my mental questioning. All right, so we're gonna finish. I'll finish her off camera. Maybe we can finish her on a color and chat video or something. So now we're gonna go back. So I bought myself something for my birthday. It took forever to get here. I don't know how or why it took forever to get here, but I bought these butterflies because, and so actually I have two butterfly situations. Well, the weatherman tend to be wrong sometime, but is it cold there right now? Is the temperature dropping? So this is the thing I'll tell you I don't like about this dialing. These are all individual little butterflies, which is fine because I have the Stampin' Up one where they're not all individual butterflies. I have a butterfly problem apparently. Recognizing that now more and more. It's raining. Oh, so it could turn from rain to ice to snow. Okay, well, good luck. Stay safe. I think that this image of the butterflies just looks so much better than the other one. So we're going to use the paper that I made today and stamp a few. Okay. So for those that didn't see, I didn't make this paper. I didn't make the colors or the butterflies. I just meshed them together. So we're going to put this in our journal. And on the back, we're just going to, we may not be able to stamp Jack because she don't have a what's her face. That's great. I don't have a, what is it, a 3 or 4? I don't have any of that. So what I'm going to do is just do something that, a lot of crafters do. They just put all the things on one side and stamp. They go crazy. Let's go crazy. And the butterflies don't have to be in any particular order. We just want a good variety. I feel like I'm going to snatch the antenna off. And I think we're going to do a few generation stamps. Yeah, Crafter's Companion is where I got them from. But I do have the Stampin' Up ones as well. I feel like all the craft companies like have these secret Zoom meetings and they're like, "Hey, we're going to be showcasing blah 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 blah." And I think you should follow suit, or, all that nonsense. But the thing is, I feel like you can't copyright anyone for butterflies, because the only person that's going to get you is God, right? Since he made them. You can't you can't say, "Hey, you made a monarch butterfly stamp and that's my idea." So we're not going to ink it up really heavy. And do I have it accessible? Probably not. If you have different colors, you can definitely use different colors, but I don't want to use a bunch of different colors. I want it to be the same kind of, because we are going to take this paper and turn it the opposite direction. The thing is, I think they have dyes to them as well. I'm not sure. But I told you I could just stamp this one out a few times and fussy cut it. Not, no, no, scan and cut it, not fussy cut. And I didn't use the base because I said I'm not trying to get a good impression. It'll be okay however it is, because we're going to put some other stuff on top of it. I think we'll do some watercoloring soon. So I am going to apply a little bit more pressure on this one because it's second generation. All right. So that's pretty good, just like that. And now I'm just going to take a yellow. That's red, ma'am. Oh, we won't do it right now because it needs to dry. I don't want the ink to run. And we'll do the same thing on this one. Then we'll be done with that. And I think, yeah, we're going to be ending soon. I do want to say thank you all that have showed up, came over, hung out with me, especially to my gaming friends. I really appreciate that. Um, and to my crafty family, thank you so much. Yeah, these, and they stamp so easy. I'm glad that these are not photopolymer. They're like plain plastic, acrylic, whatever the cheap stamps are. For me, they stamp better than the real deal Holyfield. So I don't know if people complain. Like, they have a lot of cute stamps that I would love to own, but I cannot purchase them because they're photopolymer and I can't make them work. All this crap. All right. So let's talk. And I have one more thing that I was going to try and use, but I need to clean off my stamps before I do that. So I may not be able to get to it today. But I think, yeah, we'll have to work on that another time. We'll make some cards. I have to make some cards anyway. So let's just recap what we have done. We did some stamping. And so you see how this is going to look. We're going to cut these edges off, I guess. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe we can sew something on it. I don't know. This is a beginner junk journal, so it's not anything super duper. It shouldn't be anything stressful. And your beginner level is different from other people's beginning level. So just keep that in mind when you do start working on your junk journal, Smire. So if we crease this over like that, in the middle is how it would be. So keep that in mind. And we have that. So, and I use these images from Pixel, PIXELS.com. We did that. We did some die cutting, of course, die cutting and fussy cutting. We made this really pretty card, in my opinion. Ma'am, come on. And it is a little bit heavy, which is great because of all the paper we got on top, but I like it. We do need a sentiment. We'll figure that out. I'll get my sentiment act together one day. And I think that's all we did today. So I want to say thank y'all for watching. I had a great time today. I don't hold you up too much. It is Friday, but I'll be back on Tuesday and we will be doing, I don't know, something crazy. I don't know if we're gonna work on our junk journal or paint. Maybe we can get the desk messy a little bit, not by the computer. So thank you for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.